But the reason why I bring up kids is because one of the things I noticed when I first got back to the valley was how immigrant rights people are marching and school administrators are locking the gates and they're keeping the high school kids from participating in the marches. And I'm reading the reasons for why, and it seems to boil down for all these guys that it's about money. It's about a paycheck. It's about some kid sitting in a classroom. It doesn't matter if he's learning or not. It doesn't. It's just as long as he's there. And as long as that kid is there, that the school makes money. The school makes money off of that kid. And it's like, and that's what these administrators are worried about. They're worried about losing money. They're worried about literally their resume, their paycheck. What's going to happen to them if there's no kid there? And to me, it's breeding in this kids this feeling that powerlessness. You have no voice. You have no right, which kind of smacks in the face of what it means to be an American. America is all about groups of people saying, we have an identity, we have a feeling and a voice, and you are allowed to express that, and because, and they're immigrant kids, but guess what? They want to be Americans too, why is it at this point in our history are we saying to people who want to be Americans, no, you can't be, and so where's this American dream supposed to be filling in that way, and I don't know, people say like, oh, they're taking our jobs, and they're doing dirt jobs. So they're doing the jobs that, high school kids back in the day used to do. So, and we're like, what, are high school kids now, junior high kids too good to deliver papers? Now there's some adult driving a car across the, town. Like, that's a problem to me in my community. But anyways, it just seems to me that when the administrators lock the gates and keep the high school students, pinned up in the school campus, they're smacking in the face of Cesar Chavez, teaching the kids you have no voice, you have no power, organizing, standing up for yourself, it's not going to matter at all. And there's even like this guy Richard Dreyfuss, he was an actor. He was on Real Time with Bill Maher the other day, and he said, what? They used to teach civics in class, and what civics is, what it teaches you is government and what your place is in government. And it's no longer being taught in schools. And I'm shocked. I wasn't taught about physics. We had a government, but that was it. And it was, or like econ, and I think we had a government. And it really was like, it was such a sham of a class. It didn't really give us a sense that you really do have a say. You really do have a voice and opinion. It's like, oh, write a letter to your congressman. I wrote a letter saying, hey, let's keep the beaches of California underdeveloped. Make it a tourist attraction, at the most. But really, don't build it up. Don't put cities and towns and cafes all along the California shoreline. Because that, you want to preserve the natural beauty of California. We want to preserve, the reason why people come and visit, California. And tourism is great because, people come, give us their money, and then leave. They leave their trash, we pick it up, but it gives money to the community. It really helps out. And the letter I got back was that, well, yes, pollution on the shoreline is a big problem. And it's just like, wait, so now our politicians are trained to not, be proactive and not to respond to people and to like, oh yeah, whatever, whatever you say, they're, peon, and it's just like, I don't like that. I don't like how that, we're basically getting to the point where like we're losing a voice. So, and you want to know how powerful a voice could be? They stopped teaching bayonet practice in the military because because the son complained to his mom, the mom complained to the congressman complained to the military removed it. That's the power of congressmen. That's the power of a constituent, to a congressman. So, and this is back in like, the 50s during the Korean War. Funny story, that guy got killed, in a bayonet fight, in Korea. But anyways, what I'm saying is that we all have a voice, we all have power, and yet, we have people who, because of their own selfish needs, because of their desire to make their resume look good, they're taking away that power. They're teaching us not to have that power. And and is that right? Who molds the people of tomorrow? Teachers. Our school teachers should be the best. They should be paid the best. They are the pillars of society. And here in the Imperial Valley, we're not doing that. We're not respecting them. And yet, they have the most important job of all. So that's my opinion on that.